So I'd like to invite somebody from HSSI, probably Srikanth.
Well, good evening. Hey, how about those kids? I was just super excited that they wrote, edited, directed, screenplayed, and actually played the play. And all this in less than a couple of days that they did this. How about a round of applause for all those kids?
I have not intervened in any of the activities. It's all by them.
And that's what I heard, right? So he did not do anything, and as I was sitting there watching them, all these volunteer people that had actually helped these kids coordinate and choreograph them to make this happen, it's not easy. And how about a round of applause for all those volunteers? So they often have more than one job. They work at home as well as take care of the kids and all of that stuff. So I'm just super proud of all of you for doing this. Thank you very much. You know, as I think about stuff, often memories are made when you do things together. And for me at least, and for many of you, the way we create memories are through vacation. We create memories through field trips. And we create memories through camps. And as far as I can remember, those days that you went on field trips that I remember going in 6th grade or 7th grade, it's many number of decades that have gone by. I still remember those vividly, those field trips that we've gone to. Equally, in these 2 or 3 days that when you go on vacations for a week, you remember those memories that when you were in a beach or when you were some other place that you remember those memories, which is just beautiful because you think about those times when you visited your grandparents or when you visited those things, those memories stick with you as well. The one thing we've been wanting to create, those two things are typically done by families. The one thing we wanted to create for a long while was these summer camps that we could do that most kids around here go to. And they go drop their kids off on a Friday night and then they come back on Tuesday night, and these kids often talk about those summer camps. And we didn't have a mechanism, or we didn't have enough volunteers, but more importantly, we didn't have a structure to create a summer camp. And last year when DrTPS had come, I talked to him a little bit about this and said, how do we create one? I talked to Nick Cable because they do one called a peace camp. And we wanted to create something similar, but they had already started that and it was difficult for us to coordinate it all together. And when TPS said that, well, let's start this, maybe let us start it small, little did I realize that there will be 150 kids that will do this. And at the same time, many of these kids like Anushree and others that have done it more than once. And when I look at those two Sardar kids, I thought that was pretty cool. And I asked Anusha, were they the same kids that were there the last time that came here? And they said, yeah, they were the same kids. And that was pretty cool as well. And just having these 150 kids come over here and do this summer camp just blew, in all ways, any imagination or any expectation that either Ashish, myself, should, or others had. And we've now started something that could potentially be a contagion, if you will, that we can actually continue this next year. Hopefully, DrTPS will be here, and hopefully we can continue this going. So I am just enormously grateful and thankful for DrTPS for having created the structure, made this possible, and independently he has been here all 3 weeks, not just 8 to 5, but beyond 5 o'clock before some of the parents could actually come and pick them up. For that and more, I am grateful, and thank you so very much. Now, we've got big dreams, we've got big plans, but most big dreams start with a small thing, with small steps, and with people that volunteer to go do things. And so I'm grateful for the many volunteers that have helped us, and we're coming to a milestone next Saturday where we will actually have the temple groundbreaking. So hopefully you could go talk to your friends and make sure that everybody comes here and we can actually have this Ganesh Mandir in the next 2 years or so. So I'm extremely excited, positive, energized, and deeply appreciative and grateful for all that most of you have done here to make this 3 weeks come alive. Thank you very much.